What's going on, guys and girls? In this video we're going to be playing some more project cars and getting the trophy or achievement Gladiator. The details say 1. A quick race weekend with full damage, mechanical failures and tyre wear, and it must be 5 laps or more. So the first thing you need to do is you need to check your settings, make sure you got all the settings correct. So you can go into your options and help menu at the top right hand corner, or you can go into my home and then into your options and help and go into gameplay. And once you're in here, you can actually set up all the settings you need. Now most of these don't really matter except for the fact you need full damage on, you need mechanical failures as yes, and then you also need tire wear as real. You may be able to set the tire wear to something else, but I set it as real and I ended up getting the trophy, so that's what I recommend using. Now once you have all the settings correct, what you want to do is you want to go back to the main menu, and once you're in the main menu you want to go into solo quick race weekend, and once you're in here you want to choose what race you want to set it up as. Now if you have a favorite track that you want to use, feel free to use that. I do recommend Silverstone National. The reason for this is because it's a very short track, so it won't take you very long to get the trophy, and as you can see from this, it's actually a very easy track to drive around. It doesn't have too many crazy corners. The hardest corner is probably the last one. And then what you want to do is you choose a car that you feel familiar with, and then you just need to make sure you have 5 laps and at least 1 opponent. I had 2 when I was racing, and then once you have set it so you got 1 opponent, you also can set it so that they are really easy by just setting the opponent's skill level right down to 0, so that makes it very easy to beat them. And then all of the other things doesn't really matter. You can set it so you're in the first place on the position grid if you want to do that, and you can also set it up so you can never practice if you want to practice just to get used to the track or something like that. And then also set it so you got clear weather, so you don't have to take into account any weather effects that might stuff you up. So once you get into the race, all you need to do is win it. I'm only going to show you the very last lap so you guys can see exactly how this track looks and how easy it is to get around. The hardest thing is probably just remembering to brake around some of these corners because they are quite fast entry corners. And then all you need to do is you need to win the race. Now make sure that you don't crash into anything too hard, because you've got mechanical faults set on. You can end up with damaged engines or damaged parts of your car, which can make it very hard to win. So as long as you keep on the track and just don't make too many mistakes, you should easily be able to get this trophy. And because your opponent's set right down to 0 skill level, you can actually go quite slow around the track and still win quite easily. And I'm coming up to this last corner right here. This is probably the hardest part of this track. All you need to do is you just make sure that you're going slow enough. As you can see, I'm in the McLaren P1. This is one of the faster cars in the game. It's not the fastest, or it's not exactly the easiest car to drive, so make sure you choose a car that you are comfortable with. And as you can see, I'm just about to go over the finish line, and once you go over the finish line, you will earn the trophy or achievement Gladiator. And that's all I'm really going to do for this video, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have been able to get this trophy or achievement. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And now it's time for me to say, see ya guys and girls.